10 businesses you can start while working a full-time job. One way to diversify your income is by starting a side business to make some extra bucks. But how do I run a business, stay committed to it when I have a full-time job? Starting a side business while working a full-time job can be easier than you imagine, as long as you are well informed about the type of business you have chosen. Thanks to the emergence of the internet, most of these businesses do not necessarily require a physical space nor your presence to thrive well, which means that even with your 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. job, you can still successfully run your side business, thereby increasing your earnings and ultimately achieving your financial goals. It's always easy, but it's achievable. In this video, we'll be sharing with you 10 businesses you can start while working a full-time job. If you're new here, consider subscribing so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Number 1. Online marketing. With platforms like Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, and even e-commerce websites like Amazon, Etsy, and the likes, reaching your potential buyers is almost easier than setting up an actual location or store to see your products. Regardless of how the economy goes, people will always spend money to buy things, and thanks to the internet, selling has been made easy. Consider choosing items that sell out quickly because of their high demand in the market. For instance, you can go for some basic lifestyle essentials like clothes, shoes, computer accessories, phones, and electronics. Make sure you market these items properly on whichever platform or platforms you have chosen to sell your products. There you go, you can start making some more money for yourself. Number 2. Transport services. Transport services like Uber, Taxify, or other cab services is another good side business which doesn't necessarily require your active presence to thrive. If you own a car and don't know how you can make money from it, you can consider signing up on Uber or any of available or known transport service in your region. You can also hire a driver to run the business whenever you are not available. One advantage of using a transport service company like Uber is that they already have a larger customer base who use their services, and they only match you with passengers near you, saving you stress and fuel. Number 3. Web development. With startup brands and recognizable organizations and bloggers constantly seeking platforms to share information with their audience, as well as upgrade certain features on their websites from time to time, the demand for web developers is very high. There is a need for talented web developers to help integrate new features, upgrade functionalities, and fix bugs. Once you build your skills in working with HTML, CSS, Ruby, or JavaScript, you can go ahead to launch out your freelance web development business while still working your full-time job. Number 4. Blogging. Blogging is one side business that isn't going anywhere anytime soon. If you have good writing skills and the ability to build a reputation for yourself within a specific industry, then blogging is something you might want to consider launching. Blogging basically involves sharing information that your target audience finds useful. However, blogging is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It requires determination and consistency. So, it is important for you to know that with blogging, starting in an area you have an interest in is the wise thing to do, so that you don't run out of the drive to constantly provide useful content nor lose your enthusiasm before you start any money from your blog. Once you are able to build a meaningful relationship with your audience, it becomes easy to monetize your blog. Number 5. Photography. Everyone wants to capture as many important moments of their lives as possible to serve as a reference or a memory file in the future. And what better way to do this than through the lens of a camera? If you have the right skills and a passion for taking pictures, then you should consider this side business. The good news is that most events take place during the weekend, which means you can run your full-time job and still enjoy your passion while making some money from it. Number 6. Online course trainer. If you consider yourself an expert in a field, then you may consider training other people who are willing to pay for your expertise. Think about it. If the price for learning how to succeed in a competitive and lucrative industry requires a few dollars, who wouldn't jump at the opportunity to learn from the best in a particular field? 7. Freelance writing, proofreading, and editing. Content platforms will also seek writers and other content curators to create useful and quality content on their platforms. This side business often requires people involved to work remotely, which means that there will be no interference whatsoever with your job. Although getting your first set of clients may be a little challenging, once you've built your portfolio and improved on your pitching techniques, you'll be well on your way to making some good money for yourself. 8. Confectionary business. If you have an interest in baking, making pastries and other food types, you might want to consider doing this business as a side job. You can bake cakes for wedding, birthday parties, and anniversaries during the weekends, and you can also consider supplying certain organizations, including your colleagues at work during weekdays or any other day. Just be sure to provide quality products if you plan on maintaining the business for a while. Number 9. Graphic designing. Organizations feel the need to communicate visually in order to pass their message to their target audience as quickly as possible. Hence the increasing demand for graphic designers. Thanks to easy-to-use tools like Canva, Visme, and even a more intuitive Adobe Creative Suite, teaching oneself the foundation of graphic designing is made easy, and thanks to websites like Upwork, Behance, you can find gigs with skills that translate into high-quality design work. Number 10. Rental services. Rental business, regardless of what you are renting out, is one of the most in-demand businesses for anyone wishing to generate passive income, either you are working a full-time job or not. There are a good number of things you can consider renting out, such as chairs and tables for event, drapes for decorations, and the likes. In summary, most of us can create few other streams of income, but not many people will try. Even those who try, only very few people will be willing to stay committed and pay the necessary price. Be among those few. Thank you for watching our videos. We'd like to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. But before then, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other videos we handpicked for you to enjoy next. We love you.